Hey guys, Ashlane here, episode 74, another heroic raid series, and this one's going to feature a 3-star from our most recent clan war. But first, I have to brag a little bit and give a little shout out to my clan, Red Elite. We are currently 115, our push just started. So, our war log is not looking too pretty right now. As you can see, we only have 2. We beat Quantum's Wrath, but then we were beat ourselves by Quantum's Rage. We had 2 Quantum clans back to back. So, let's look at the heroic raids. Ours is by DDJ. Surprise to no one here. He has a very nice 2-star. And let's take a look at what he does here. It's a GoWiWiPe attack with the wizards and the golems and witches and pekkas. And he spreads his golems pretty nice here. His top golem's going to get a little off track to that archer tower, and it's going to distract the entire clan castle. So there's one golem going for the mortar there, another golem going right for the clan castle for the queen, and another golem is going to be tied up by the clan castle troops. Those clan castle troops are going to, the dragon there is going to take care of that golem rather quickly. Now this was the first attack on this village, so DDJ did not know he had a dragon in the clan castle, and he brought a lightning spell. So we kind of burned it there just to take care of the archers or whatever else was in that clan castle. And as you can see, he has his spells used pretty early on here. Now, this one key spell is that freeze. Now, a lot of people ask, what are you supposed to pay attention to when there's so much crazy things going on in a GoWiWiPe or a GoWiPe attack or a GoWiWi attack? And basically what you want to look at as the number one thing you want to look at is your heroes and your DPS. And your heroes, you want to make sure when there's a single target Inferno, like so, you want to make sure whenever it locks on a hero, you either freeze that Inferno tower, or you use the cloak ability if it locks onto the Queen, because obviously that could really derail your raid if that Inferno tower goes into the heroes. So the other thing you want to look at as he gets more damage to add insult to injury here, the other thing you want to look for, guys, is make sure the multi-Infernos don't attack your DPS. So keep an eye on those Infernos, always very important, and then the rest is just spell placement. But as you can see, on my YouTube channel, I do have quite a few tutorials on GoWiWiPe and GoWiPe strategies. So now let's look at Epic's attack. Now, Amir's base here has done well in some clan wars, but if you know what you're doing, as Epic clearly does from Quantum's Rage, it's a pretty easy base to 3-star, unfortunately. And one of the main reasons is everything's just so spread out that they don't have that high concentration or any danger zones for those troops. And those walls are even spread out, so you can go a lot of wasted walls, just as you can see in the eastern and the due east side of the base. And one of the main issues is the splash damage being very close to the edges there. So look at these mortars. I want you to focus on the mortars throughout the entire 3-star attack. And you can see that none of the mortars do any damage to the wizards, the witches, the DPS units. He has a great line of witches that flow into the center here. And those, wizards rather. And those wizards are really going to be the deciding factor, along with the Pekkas, obviously, to why this is a successful 3-star. Now, look, he has 2 rages just overlapping there, and look at that perfect freeze spell, almost perfect, I should say, because he missed 1 Tesla there, but still perfect timing. And his troops are going to take care of the center unit fairly quickly, fairly easily. And the key there on that freeze was that he was able to freeze all those Teslas, and the Teslas obviously do the 4 times extra damage to the Pekkas. So the Pekkas are still up and doing just fine there. So as you can see, I'm going to kind of go in between each force here. He has a golem, a couple golemites rather, in the north section of the base, along with a Pekka, a couple witches behind, and he has a live golem here, providing a meat shield for the archer queen, a wizard, and a witch. So look at this. He's going to really just make his way around. He had a few archers stashed for snipe duty, but he's not going to need any snipes. His troops are just going to go ahead and take care of the whole base. So when attacking a base like this, you see that another mortar not doing any damage. When you attack a base like this, just make sure you conserve spells and use them wisely. If you have Pekkas, don't be afraid to use free spells on the Teslas. So he doesn't even need the Queen ability. He throws it in the very end for last measure, I guess, for a final a final screw you to Red Elite, but we did. It was a very close war, and this is our current war. Luckily, we're doing pretty well, but there's still 4 hours left, so this will be the next heroic raid attacks I'll bring you guys. And thanks for tuning in, as always, guys. I'll do a quest for the top 200 and probably a heroic raid in the next couple days. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.